Hey, how you doing, everybody? I'm meteorologist Bob Van Dillen. This week, another round of strong to destructive tornadoes, this time in Mississippi Valley, a little farther up in the Midwest. Let's get into it. Here's a satellite picture, and look at that circulation off the West Coast. This thing is powerful. It's going to swing into California, open up across the four corners, and eject into the plain states over the next 36 to 72 hours. With that in mind, Storm Prediction Center already has a huge swath of acreage underneath the severe weather threat and includes major cities for Friday. St. Louis, Little Rock, Memphis. You see, you guys are going to be right in that darker shade. That means a good chance. Not only you guys, Oxford, up to Peoria, and then a lesser chance, but still there, unfortunately, the Mississippi Delta into Chicago, Indianapolis too. Now, as that storm starts going, it's going to draw out the heat and humidity out of the south. Look at the temperature forecast coming in on Friday afternoon. Low 80s to 70s, all the way up to the 60s when you get to Iowa. Underneath that, what about the relative humidity numbers? Anything above about a 55-degree temperature, you start seeing those big thunderstorms a possibility. We have low 60s as far north as Iowa, and then stretch it down to the Gulf Coast. Those dew point temperatures in the low 70s. That is tropical in nature. Assuming the humidity gets transported up a little bit farther north, what about the jet streams? Let's start with a low one, 850 level jet. It's about 5,000 feet in elevation, but look at this jet stream coming in. That's a 60 to 70 knot wind out of the southwest. Go a little higher. Let's go 10,000 feet. That's a 700 millibar level, and you can see stronger winds, obviously, when you go up. That's about a 90 knot jet, but notice the direction, a little more westerly. That brings in more directional shear. That's not a good thing. Still higher, 500 millibar location. You're talking 16,000 to 20,000 feet. Look at this jet streak. That is 100 to 120 knot jet screaming around the base of the trough and entering into that combat zone. You can see what's going to happen. A lot of shear, a lot of directional shear, a lot of energy transporting in. Once these thunderstorms begin to grow, they build vertically, right? That energy needs somewhere to go. That's the upper level jet stream. It takes that energy and blows it away, kind of like an exhaust. That's a 200 millibar jet, right where the planes fly, about 39,000 feet or so. That is a cycle and a recipe for strong to severe thunderstorms. So we've got all this stuff in play. We've got a juiced and primed atmosphere. All we need is a trigger to come in and kick it upwards to get these thunderstorms going. That will be the cold front, and that's going to be parked right in the region by Friday morning, late into Friday afternoon. There it is. You can see the wind direction right here. Little convergence, that's the cold front. What about the SUPERCELL composite parameter? That takes three things into account. Number one, it's CAPE, convective available potential energy. I'm a scientist. Number two, helicity. Number three, shear. And anything above a 6 reading, you start to see those supercells develop. In fact, we've got not just 6 right here, we've got it in 2 spots. One by that upper level low and the surface low in the Midwest. The other one around that cold front just ahead of it. You see these numbers. They're approaching 10 to 11. Supercells are a good possibility. What about the SIGTOR? Significant tornado parameter. Well, anything above a 1, you usually have a good chance of seeing a tornado or two. The higher the number, the stronger the tornadoes. Look at this. You can see above a 1 when you get to that low pressure region around the Midwest. Down south, a little bit less, but still above 1, which means tornadoes are a good possibility around Mississippi, Arkansas, into Tennessee too. I know what you're thinking. Bobby, that all sounds great. Enough with the nerdlinger stuff, right? When's it going to happen? Well, here's the GFS, the American model. They're thinking as energy comes in through California, opens up across the four corners, intensifies over the plains, jacks the cold front down. That means Friday morning late, thunderstorms start to develop. They gain strength all Friday afternoon, and by the evening hours, everything is still popping, but turns into a big line of thunderstorms rolling through the Mississippi Valley into the southeast and the Midwest. So Friday morning, all the way through early Saturday morning, everybody in that region needs to be aware. Now, before this even starts going, we've got California, Oregon, and West Coast snow to worry about. Your winter's not even close to being done. Look at this. We've got winter storm warnings for the Sierra Nevada range above 6,000 feet, 2 to 3 feet of snow. That's what's going to fall. A little farther south, LA County Mountains, San Bernardino County Mountains. You're looking at 12 to 18 inches of snow. Winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories. You got the whole schmear out there. Your winter just keeps on rocking and rolling. Unreal. Rough week, right? 35 tornadoes, many of them strong. We had that one EF4 around Mississippi, 170 mile per hour winds, and we kicked it all off with a tornado in Southern California near LA. That was last week. I think we're going to add to those numbers, unfortunately. And if this pattern continues to stay the same, trough, ridge, we're going to see more tornadoes throughout the middle part of spring. Well, that's the forecast, everybody. Now you know what's going on. If you liked it, please hit like. If you really liked it, subscribe to my channel. I'm not on TV anymore. Maybe I will be. Again? Oh. Anyway, I appreciate it.